Good morning and welcome, students, families, friends, staff, and community members. My name is Anthony Barella, and I'm honored to serve as the principal at Skyline High School. We are thrilled to celebrate the incredible accomplishments of the class of 2025. To begin our ceremony, please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring our country with the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to begin by recognizing a few special guests joining us today. We have Dr. Don Haddad, Superintendent of Schools, St. Vrain Valley School District. Ms. Carla Allenbach, Area Assistant Superintendent for the Skyline Feeder. Our faculty speaker you'll get to meet later, Mr. John Glasser, and our Assistant Principal, Mr. Greg Stevens. I would also like to acknowledge our administrative team, Lindsay Yost, Sandy Heiser, Suzanne Whitrock, and Lorianne Henderson, and of course, our amazing staff. This dedicated team of educators is deeply committed to student success and continues to make a meaningful impact, ensuring every student is equipped with the skills, knowledge, and confidence they need to thrive in the next chapter of their lives. Let's give them a warm welcome. To the class of 2025, congratulations. Today, we celebrate not just your graduation, but the grit, growth, and greatness you've demonstrated over the past 4 years. None of you made this journey alone. You are surrounded by supporters, your teachers, family, friends, and community who have challenged, encouraged, and stood beside you every step of the way. Today is a celebration of their belief in you and your belief in yourselves. This class is extraordinary. You've earned a graduating rate outpacing classes before you. Together, you've been awarded over $2.1 million in scholarships for your next steps in life. You've embraced academic opportunities, whether through AP courses, CU Succeeds, P-Tech, STEM, and VPA academics, concurrent enrollment, or industry certifications from the Career Elevation Center, Technical Center, and our business classes. You built skills and earned recognition in STEM, the arts, leadership, and service. You've poured your energy into theater, music, athletics, clubs, and causes to make our community better. You've lifted your voices in performance, represented Skyline on fields and courts, and given back to your community through service and outreach. As a class, you showed up for each other. You cheered each other on. You helped define the culture of this school with positivity, resilience, and heart. You've shown what it means to be a Falcon, and you've left this school stronger because of your presence. One of my favorite quotes comes from Robert Kiyosaki, who said, "There's a bit of hidden magic in every mistake. The magic is called learning." Class of 2025, you've already made a difference here at Skyline, and you're just getting started. Some of you will pursue higher education. Some of you will serve in the military. Others will enter the workforce or take time to explore. No matter what your next steps, know this: you are capable, prepared, and needed in this world. Pursue your goals boldly. Live with purpose and never stop learning. Class of 2025, you've made your mark. You leave behind a legacy of excellence, and I am beyond proud of each and every one of you. One more quote I want you to embrace as you get ready to embark on your life. It's from Maya Angelou. "Let choice whisper in your ear and love murmur in your heart. Be ready. Here comes life." And always remember, hashtag, we are Skyline every day, and kindness costs zero. This is just the beginning. Congratulations, Falcons. This world is ready for your light. Let's soar. And now, please welcome to the podium John Glasser, who will be our staff representative to address the class of 2025.
Good morning, class of 2025. Welcome, family and friends. It's actually a pretty beautiful day for graduation. We're here to celebrate a milestone, a rite of passage, that will see nearly 4 million high school students graduate in the class of 2025. Nationwide, the class of 2025 is the biggest and most diverse ever. The class of 2025 is forecasted to be the peak of high school enrollment. Friends and family, you are here to celebrate this graduating class, the Skyline High School class of 2025. This is my 44th graduation that I've attended here at Skyline, and just like you, I have the honor of watching my child walk across the stage. I couldn't be prouder. He's a young man that followed his sister, who's graduating with over a 4.0, a young man who drew inspiration from his brothers. He's finishing high school with perfect attendance, kindergarten through 12th grade. He's graduating with 33 credits from college, all conference, all state football, and the only offensive lineman body at the state swim meet. He's the model of strength, perseverance, and I am very proud to have been his teacher. As I set out to write the blockbuster speech that you deserve, I started thinking about the current societal and political climate that we live in. Is this vitriol that always ends with different sides blaming one another? It pits one political group against another. It forces competition instead of cooperation. It blames generations of people and turns them against each other and makes everyone believe theirs is the only unique experience that counts. So I stopped myself from going down that 24-hour news cycle rabbit hole of doom and gloom, and I asked myself a couple of questions. What do we all have in common? What are our shared experiences? What's our common culture? What's a metaphor for togetherness that I could offer you? How do I give a sincere message to the graduating class of 2025 that would also resonate with their parents, grandparents, and other generations here to celebrate your accomplishments? And I came back to the idea, what do we all have in common? Where do we learn about growing up, falling in love, dealing with our families, making friends, going on adventures, and the perseverance to continue the human experience? And it dawned on me, it's always been about sharing stories. Going back millennia, stories around a fire, drawings on cave walls and paintings in churches. The printing press brought us novels and poems that made us swoon, fall in love, wrecked us emotionally. The passion and spectacle of the stage and theater, the thrill of the circus and Wild West show, and for the last 100 years, we have turned off the lights, flocked to the theater, and allowed ourselves to just a time to escape our lives, marvel at wonderment, and become immersed in somebody else's story. In sociology, we call this the third place, a zone of space where school or work, where a sense of community thrives, where social interaction occurs, where stress is reduced, and well-being is fostered. So for you, I offer the metaphor, the movies. Movies are a reflection of our society, the mirror our wants, desires, and our fears. Movies expand our imagination. They transport us to other times, to faraway places, and to magical realms. They cause us to shriek with excitement and scream with terror. They provide us with the ideal hero and the devious villain, and sometimes the flawed people who embody both. They help to explain the human experience. They're a shared experience both literally and figuratively. Most of all, they help us navigate life. Growing up, falling in love, dealing with our families, making friends, going on adventures, and perseverance. They're all found in the movies we watch. What it means to grow up, come of age, and then to grow old. Those teenage years that you're currently in. This weird point in life where you're sometimes viewed as an adult and sometimes viewed as a child, where the world offers sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and all you want is your mom to offer you some tasty snacks and a warm embrace. When your friends act like they know everything while remaining completely in the dark. These are the common experiences of everyone in the audience. The films we turn to for advice, distraction, and guidance. That's the only difference. Take a moment to think about the movies that influenced you, the ones that still resonate, the ones you wanted to experience again, the ones that caused endless discussion and endless debate. When I was faced with the awkward teenage years, I turned to movies like Fast Times at Ridgemont High and The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Vision Quest, and Weird Science. And for you, the class of 2025, High School Musical, Inside Out, Aliens in the Attic, and Mean Girls. When it comes to learning about love and the complex cacophony of emotions, passion, intimacy, commitment, and devotion, the desire to spend the rest of your lives with someone and at the same time not kill them, the movies that showed me the way were Forrest Gump, Say Anything, and The Princess Bride. You guys have The Notebook, La La Land, and Enchanted. The dynamic of family and the complicated relationships that give you a sense of self and identity and a geographic location. Those complex bonds of blood and marriage were explained to my generation with The Godfather and Star Wars, National Lampoon's Vacation. Class of 2025, you have Tangled and Coco and Finding Nemo and Encanto, and unfortunately, The Fast and the Furious. When it comes to friendship, that intricate and fundamental togetherness, the people who you choose to trust and bond and share and compete and evolve and then eventually forgive. I learned about friendship from films like E.T., The Goonies, Sandlot, Stand By Me. You guys have Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon, Shrek, Zootopia. And when we talk about adventure, the moment you're currently about to experience, in a short time, you're going to walk across the stage and embark on the greatest adventure, adulthood. It will be exciting and bold. It will be dangerous, with incredible highs and gut-wrenching lows. Hopefully, it will involve international travel, quests, capers, bizarre foods, and maybe some mildly risky behavior. I had movies Indiana Jones, Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, Lord of the Rings, and Bill and Ted. You had Journey to the Center of the Earth and Mysterious Island and Jumanji. And finally, perseverance, that steadfastness, the never willing to give up, the always show up, the continued effort despite obstacle, despite difficulties, and despite failure. It's perfect attendance in school, but more importantly, it's perfect attendance in life. I think of movies like Braveheart, Gladiator, Rocky, and The Shawshank Redemption. You guys have Wall-E, Frozen, Up, and The Life of Pi. The titles of the films that inspire us might be different, or the categories change. Ultimately, it's these experiences that help us connect with the outside world and to each other. When I was a teenager, we flocked to the midnight showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show, dressed in costumes so we could throw rice and toast and sing along and yell at the screen. And it was never about the quality of the film. It was always about the experience of togetherness. Recently, unfortunately, I witnessed something very similar, a shared movie experience in action. Kids flocking to the theater with props, throwing popcorn, singing La La Lava Chicken, and yelling and cheering at a chicken jockey. There's a reason Minecraft was wildly popular, and it wasn't for the excellent, well-thought-out dialogue. First we mine, then we craft. Again, the names of the movies don't matter. It's all about the engaging time spent together and the conversations afterwards. Movies are the metaphor for you to connect. We spend way too much time engrossed in our own world and not enough time with a shared experience. Way too much time complaining about others and how they live their lives. We became more isolated, more distant, and more miserable. So here's my advice. It's very simple. Class of 2025, send your parents a text. Members of the audience, send your graduate a text. Teachers, staff, invite a loved one. You can do it right now if you want. Send them the name of a movie you would like to see or have already seen and would like to share. Invite them to spend a couple of hours partaking in a common experience. The movie can provide a starting point for when life feels like it's getting too hard, when having a conversation feels too tough, and what movie you choose won't be that important. It will simply be a vehicle that provides a chance to bond, share time, share snacks, an excuse to bring us together, an excuse to share common culture, and an excuse to share a common experience. Thank you.
And now it is my honor to welcome Assistant Principal Greg Stevens to the podium to celebrate and recognize an outstanding group of students, the class of 2025.
Each year, we take a moment to celebrate some of the highest academic achievements of our graduating class. Each of these groups are wearing a specific colored cord as part of their graduation regalia. This year's graduating class includes 38 honor graduates. Each of these students earned a cumulative GPA of 4.0 or greater throughout the last 4 years. These students are recognized today with a white cord. Honor graduates, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. 28 seniors are graduating with a designation as an AP Scholar. These students have scored a 3 or better on 3 or more AP exams, and many are also candidates for the AP Capstone Diploma. They are recognized today with a maroon cord. AP Scholars, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. 12 graduates represent the Skyline STEM Academy. They completed 4 credits of specialized STEM coursework and a senior capstone project. They are recognized with a teal and gold twist cord. STEM Academy students, please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. 21 graduates represent the Skyline Visual and Performing Arts Academy. They completed 4 credits of VPA coursework and a senior capstone project. They are recognized with a purple and gold twist cord. VPA Academy students, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. 21 graduates are members of the National Honor Society. Each of these students has maintained a minimum 3.75 GPA and completed 48 or more hours of community service. They are recognized with a gold and blue cord. National Honor Society members, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. One of our graduates is a member of the National Technical Honor Society, recognizing outstanding achievement in a career and technical education. They are wearing a purple and white cord. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. One of our graduates is a member of the National Art Honor Society, recognizing outstanding achievement in art education. They are wearing a multicolored cord. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. One of our graduates is a member of the Future Farmers of America Honor Society, recognizing outstanding achievement in farming. They are wearing a gold cord. Please stand to be recognized. Four of our graduates are members of the P-Teach program, recognizing outstanding achievement in education. They are wearing a light blue cord. Please stand to be recognized. 42 of our graduates are members of the P-Tech program, recognizing outstanding achievement in computer information systems. They are wearing a blue stole and a blue and white twist cord. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. 17 seniors earned the prestigious Seal of Biliteracy, demonstrating mastery in both English and another world language. They are recognized today with a purple cord. Seal of Biliteracy recipients, please stand to be recognized. And at this time, we would like to announce our valedictorian and salutatorian. For the salutatorian for P-Tech, Autumn Hamp, please stand. And the valedictorian for Falcon Tech, Isha Shah. The salutatorian for Skyline High School, Eleanor Legg. And the valedictorian for Skyline High School, class of 2025, is Natalie Schaefer. We also want to recognize the seniors who plan to join the armed services. Students, if you have enlisted or plan to serve, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your commitment and your service. And now, we invite all current and former members of our armed forces in the audience to please stand and be recognized. We thank you for your service.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Dawn Haddad, St. Vrain Valley School District Superintendent, and Carla Allenbach, Area Assistant Superintendent, to come forward to accept the graduates of the class of 2025.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here. On behalf of the St. Vrain Valley School District, I hereby certify that the members of the Skyline High School's class of 2025, seated here before us, have met or exceeded the rigorous graduation requirements as prescribed by the St. Vrain Valley Board of Education. These students are entitled to be presented a diploma from Skyline High School with all the rights and privileges that go with such an accomplishment.
Thank you, Mr. Barella and Ms. Allenbach. On behalf of the St. Vrain Valley School District Board of Education, thank you. Thank you very much. I hereby declare that these seniors who make up the class of 2025 have met or exceeded the graduation requirements as set forth by the Board of Education. They have all earned and deserved the diplomas that are about to be presented to them. It gives me great pleasure to present to you this outstanding class, and we are now ready for the presentation of diplomas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Haddad and Ms. Allenbach. Staff and students, we are ready. It is now our pleasure to present diplomas to the members of this year's graduating class. Will the first row please rise? Staff will now guide you. They will now have their names read as they come across the stage.
Molly Catherine McNamara.
James Otto Kraft.
Kaylee Barrientos Perez.
Pat Van Wen.
Lupita Ornelas Menchaca.
Johnny Sanchez.
Aiden Michael Wesley.
Drew Allen de Guzman.
Jacob Lane McMillan.
Emma Grace Henton.
Jose Luis Alvarez.
Diego Alejandro Durán Valderrama.
Edgar Nevares Peña.
Gabriel Alexander Platero Zelaya.
Mariah Ann Nates.
Axel Gabriel Duran Gonzalez.
Carlos Ernesto Martínez Aguilar.
José Luis Arellano.
Dariel Martínez.
Emily Mendez.
Johnny Miguel Rangel Campos.
Daniel Rivas Chavez Jr.
D'Angelo Marcus Rodriguez.
David James Swan Jr.
Anthony Jesse Valdespino.
Ada Jean Cook.
Autumn Sage Hemph.
Lauren Elena Pratt.
Julian Quiros.
Brianne Brooke Baker.
Carly Genevieve Roberts.
Natalie Grace Schaefer.
Isabel Qualitieri Stephan.
Hexas Grace Hunter.
Amelia Wheelock.
Lucas William Anson.
Genesis Arevalo Vasquez.
Johnny Lee McCrae III.
Kaylee Jacqueline Rodriguez Delgado.
Justice Nathan Montoya.
Haslin Margarita Sisimit Solis.
Itzel Valles Sanchez.
Mallory Olivia Wise.
Catherine Ann Trahan.
Darwin Adolfo Rico Franco.
Oliver Hutchinson Glasser.
Jamal Alejandro Gilliam.
Willow Lucy Robinson.
Evan Noah Stinson.
Annika May Hackinson.
Ellen Burns Kubiak.
Elijah Don Leroy Wrights.
Svea Alessandra Hallberg.
Matthew Preston Lanier.
Brody Adam Hufford.
Jose Alejandro Rodriguez Jr.
John Darian Wright.
Rayon Hernandez.
Julio de Jesus Andrade.
Christian Francisco Corral Carrasco.
Kiana Renee Duran.
Rosa Cristal Escobar.
Aileen Herrera Murillo.
Brian Michael Hudson.
Gabriela Jiménez Contreras.
Juan Carlos Pérez Ruiz Jr.
Danny Rain Williams.
Denver Rose Alexander.
Oliver Laren Babb.
Vanessa Michelle Gutierrez.
Shiloh Preston Crown.
Giselle Martinez.
Adamari Yamel Zavala.
Evelyn Arredondo.
Curtis James DeMarco Jr.
Heidi Juliana Robles Moreno.
Kaylee Mariah Wallen.
Jocelyn Azucena Cardona Martinez.
Yair Luna Lopez.
Arabia Ali Mesa Dominguez.
Aaron Vicente Mondragón García.
Juan Rodrigo Morales Quiroz.
Maritza Esmeralda Puentes Velázquez.
Janet Valenzuela Martinez.
Mario Mateo Villanueva Villa.
Jared Miguel González Castorena.
Angela Danielle Martinez.
William Christopher Roylance.
Jacqueline Rubio Murillo.
Annalise Viviana Zamora.
Alexia Olivas Valdez.
Carlos Ortiz Hernández.
Jocelyn Arredondo Mares.
Alexandra Frausto Flores.
Samantha Gabriela Fredman.
Dana Paola Marquez Chaparro.
America Ivada Hernandez.
Sofía Martínez.
Carla Daniela Navarrete Espinosa.
Bianca Carolina Ortega Minjares.
Letzi Valeria Ortiz Garcia.
Anave Ramírez Maldonado.
Giselle Sales Rodríguez.
Melanie Guadalupe Sánchez.
Marisela Shalay Shear.
Irán Danely Serna Sánchez.
Yaheli Naid Soto Pulido.
Isabella Viviana Torres.
Priscilla Vaca.
Daphne Zamora Rodriguez.
Odalis Villa.
Fabiana Alexandra Martinez Hernandez.
Allison Elizabeth Goslin.
Cameron James Winters.
Giselle Arellano.
Ava Michelle Coberly.
Carla Gandara Lara.
Nelly Nevea Lozoya.
Sydney Marie McNally.
Diego Eduardo Mendoza Elias.
Sergio Pérez Acosta.
Isabela Ruiz Ruiz.
Yadira Guadalupe Coronado Valadez.
Angel Jonathan Guerrero.
Alejandra Mesa Flores.
Ingrid Rodriguez Lugo.
Saraí Jiménez Borrego.
Haslin Monge.
Ariana Compián Pereira.
Lindsay Ruby Cortez.
Karen Crespo Hernández.
Jocelyn Magali Garcia Raimundo.
Noelia Madeline Yor.
Emilio Manjarres.
Anat Jacqueline Muñoz Quiros.
Pablo Núñez Mijares.
María Liz Isabel Olivas.
Alilea Requejo.
Emily Celeste Rico.
Jessica Rodríguez Contreras.
Paula Yenet Rodríguez Sánchez.
Julissa Silva Maldonado.
Allison Sotelo.
Daniela América Santoyo.
Carlos Tadeo Villanueva Valadez.
Kira Ansley Reuter.
Eden Andy Maley Archer.
Jasmine Marie Ann Lee Bañuelos.
Leila Haslin Castañeda.
Celina Ariel Flores.
Justice Kennedy Gaspard.
Alessandro Naranjo Ramos.
Selene Odeth Rodriguez Garcia.
Alexia Naomi Tarango Rosas.
Joanna Crespo Santoyo.
Tobias Kip Pinson.
Damaris Alexandra Rivas Escobar.
Antonio Gallardo Santoyo.
Adam Seth Duncan.
John Michael Haley.
Serenity Lillian Ray McCoy.
Eugenia Fabiola Treviño.
Eleanor Rebecca Legg.
Justin Marcus Lombardi.
August Marilyn Muncie.
Ian Willow Boschman Bates.
Myla Faith Sidibaca.
Jaylene Solis Valdez.
Madison Ray Steiner.
Sarah Elizabeth Miller.
Elijah Luisiano Vargas Garcia.
Justice Darion Wiley.
Michael Andrew Bagley.
Isabella Rose Mendez.
Madison Rhonda Muncie.
Vu Hui Fan.
Isha Sanjay Shah.
Carter Michael Trout.
Kimberly Marmolejo Garcia.
Drew Tyler Ballard.
Gabriel Cardenas.
Diego Alexander Dotton.
Marvin Josué Menjivar Interiano.
Claudia Galindo Martinez.
Martín Felipe Andrade.
Dominic Christian Chavez.
Yolanda Zita Ramos.
Ismael Morales Jr.
Luis Esteban Salomón II.
Mayra Citlatli Salomón de Robles.
Héctor Yair Aguirre.
Joana Areli Crespo Garcia.
Zoe Ann Hodges.
Xavier Angel Martinez.
Giovanni Montes Chavez.
Jared Michael Overby.
Miguel Ángel Chávez Sánchez.
Logan Rodriguez White.
Alfredo Zúñiga Jr.
Samuel Clark Aguirre.
Jessica Ayala Magana.
Jack Alexander Bibo.
Rogelio Christian Blancarte.
Alex Abraham Bustamante Moctezuma.
Travis John Chuan Reyes.
Ramón Cortés Muñiz.
Haley Elizabeth Kerfman.
Juan Manuel Curi Lizana.
Evangeline Verónica de la Torre.
Ardith Delgado Castro.
Ethan James Emlano.
Devon Ismael Esparza.
Gavin Joseph Finley.
Gabriela García Pantoja.
Manuel González Martínez.
Cristian Orlando González Zamora.
Nicole Granados Rosales.
Abel José Gutiérrez.
Price Alexander Hennig.
Cole Ashton Harlan Holmwood.
Hunter Philip Lindsay.
Benjamin Matthew Kazmarek.
Jack Taylor Knapp.
Brian Gerardo Martinez.
Owen Quinn McGee.
Aaron Osvaldo Mesta Cifuentes.
Christopher Lenin Mesa Vanegas.
Jaime Mondragón Flores.
Matthew Robert Muncy.
Ethan Alexander Ordóñez.
Angel Eduardo Pereira Murillo.
Adair Pérez Flores.
Joanna Nicole Retana Herrera.
Braden Matthew Ringman.
Gerardo Rivera Santa Cruz.
River George Robinson.
Pablo Luis Sandoval Barragán.
Ethan Michael Shea.
Aram Solís Campos.
Jake Tomasco.
Robert Lorenzo Valadeo Jr.
Santiago Villanueva.
Alessandro Yahir Torres Ishkoy.
Luis Valenzuela Corchado.
Class of 2025, we have a few more minutes together. Please give your attention to the stage as we have a Falcon farewell from our valedictorian, Natalie Schaefer.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Good morning. Congratulations to the class of 2025. I remember when I first came in here as a freshman, how grown the seniors seemed to me then, and how big this school felt. My name is Natalie Schaefer. Some of you may know me from the playground in kindergarten, some from our first classes in high school, and others it might be your first time seeing me today. But regardless, it's an honor to be here. I have enjoyed going to school with all of you, and I'm so excited we're here today to graduate. When I was thinking of what to say today, and obviously Googling what that should include, it said to give advice for the future. But honestly, I think that's kind of funny because I haven't gone on to life outside of high school, figured out the key to success, and come back with 5 bullet points of what your future holds. I haven't even left the graduation ceremony yet. But as Mr. Aragon said, it's scary how we are the new adults. From what I've learned throughout my life so far, we'll figure it out one step at a time though. We'll figure out what we truly love, how to live our lives, and if the week-old Panda Express in the fridge is too old or still good to eat. We'll grow as people and in our careers. And all of a sudden, just like in high school, we'll look back and realize how much has changed. In the last 4 years, we've grown up into new people and made so many memories along the way. I'm thankful I was able to spend my childhood and time in high school with this class. Between our senior ditch day at the lake, shared homecomings, listening to actually wild stories from Glasser, laughing and talking with friends in class, celebrating every goal at soccer, and even our senior sunset. I cherish these memories we have and that somehow we grew up along the way. In the past, we've always signed each other's yearbooks with, "Have a great summer, see you next year." But this year, I found myself writing, "Have a great life," wondering if or when we'll meet again. But as we go our separate ways, don't be a stranger. Whether you're going on to college, a job, the military, or just figuring it out, the future is wide open. We'll always have this shared time. Being a part of Skyline wasn't about the building or even necessarily the classes, but the people we met in it. The teachers and coaches who have supported us, the friends we couldn't imagine life without. Now that we've completed the thing that we were legally bound to be at every day, I think I'm able to truly reflect and see how important this class is to me and what a blessing it is to be able to grow up alongside one another. To get where we are today, we had to overcome so much. Like in freshman year, the shock of seeing what people actually look like under their masks, because a lot of the time it's not what I was picturing. Plus, we survived the Skyline parking lot, which is something to celebrate in itself. I'm gonna take a lot from here into my future. The memories, the lessons, and the 2 dents in my car. Really though, we should be proud of the way we balanced life in high school. We took on jobs, helped our families, got involved in what we care about, and walked through so much, both individually and together. As the esteemed poet, Mac Miller said, "The number one reason why people give up so fast is because they tend to look at how far they still have to go instead of how far they've gotten. We have our whole lives ahead of us, but think about all we've done so far. The good and the bad we've lived, the memories, the growth. While we're all going on to start our futures, thank you for the past. I thank God we're here together today, ready to step into what's next. Thank you to the teachers, coaches, and especially parents and family who have supported us. Thank you to the class of 2025 for being there all along the way. As SZA said, embrace your growth. We're launching into something new, but in it, let's embrace the change and enjoy the growth that comes from stepping out of our comfort zone. No matter what you're going on to, take it one step at a time and enjoy it along the way. I wish you all success and joy in whatever's next. Congrats.
Great job. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment, the graduates will proceed down the west side of the graduation area to pick up their graduation packet. We ask that you remain seated until they have completed that process, and then you can come back and take pictures. Once the graduates have left, you're welcome to join them for everything. Class of 2025, please rise. It is now time for the turning of the tassels. This symbolic gesture symbolizes the transition that you are making a high school student to a high school graduate. At this time, we ask you to please move your tassels from the right to your left. As you walk off the stage, remember, you carry the legacy of Skyline High School with you. Be bold, be kind, and go make an impact. Thank you to all the families, staff, and supporters who have made this day possible. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your ceremony has now concluded. Go Falcons! Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the Skyline High School class of 2025.